How the process works, I can tell people that you will understand quickly. It's like, now you know each other for a while, but still we have as well a feeling towards people. We can see in them the potential. And so one thing is, you have in total seven little sheets of papers in front of you. You're 8 people. So how it works is, one person will sit here and you will start giving them the one quality you have now. After a week, this process is identified, and I changed the process because you know each other for a long time now. Actually, what you think is the true strength of this person, which if they use it in their life, really in a good way, it will bring them so much forward. Does it make sense? Because I do the process differently when people don't know each other, but you know each other, you spend ages now with each other every day. We've done what we've done now, so we changed the VisibleMe a little bit. So you say, yes, if I feel in my own, I tune in with this person, and if I look at this person, they have maybe 3 qualities, but if they use this one quality, according to my perception, it's only a perception, to their highest ability, then this person will have a lots of positive experiences in their life. So I wish you to be like this, to do this in this way. So one person will start, will sit on this lovely golden chair. And as we have these yellow stickers, you not just like say it to the person, you also write it on the sheet of paper, and in the end, when he or she is finished, he will go around, take it and put it in this box. And you can, if you like, you can write your name under this, who said it. Yeah, if you fancy to do this, you can say that's from Pauline, that's from whoever.
To write it down when you see the person.
Yeah, be a bit inspired. You see, sometimes we have an instinct to say, this is actually, from all 5 qualities I can see in her, if she lives this quality the best, this is making a huge difference to her life. Okay, who likes to start?
I think should we just go around in a circle?
But if you offer actually people who to start, because it's fair, because some people want to see it first. So who wants to do the first round, or who wants to be the most courageous one? See, look at her. So, okay, what do you think? Whom you like to start with? With whom do you like to start with?
Ask them
what they think is your biggest, what is your biggest strengths?
Oh, I think they were going to write it. That's what I thought.
Yeah, they write it on a paper, but they also will tell you. So write it first on a piece of paper, and then you will tell her. It's all about Paulette now, no one else.
I don't know how to ask them done. And then down you also maybe this round or that round that they tell you what they have written out.
Sorry, Paul, how do you write it down?
Paulette.
All right. That's simple, that.
It's just a word, not a word. One quality. Okay.
Just one quality.
Yeah, only one quality. The quality, if she lives this to her best, this will, according to your perception, will help her the most. Will make her the most herself, the most shining, the most happy with her life. It's your perception, though it's not the ultimate truth, but it's your perception. All right? Okay, Adam, I think you will be number 1 for Pauline.
I don't need my box. I need to have my box.
No, you just listen up and look at each other when you speak to each other. Okay? Listen to that.
So your presence, how you can use it, just from being
Well, presence, okay? Right? What can?
I put conversation.
Very good.
I put outspoken.
I was trying to put caring, but my pen wasn't working. Very caring.
Mine too is caring and how to motivate others to do good.
Mine was passion. how passionate you are about it.
You did. You did say that I'm succeeding, Jane. Look you up. Look you up.
I'm trying to what stands out.
What did you put down, James?
I haven't written down it, see, I'm trying to put into words what I'm thinking. It's kind of what I said about you kind of dragging those kids out, they were like out of the shell, what I was put into words.
I know,
And power.
I can think of a word, yeah, what is
More of it, kind of relate actually. I think you kind of
it's the actual
you stepped out, you made an effort. You changed yourself to relate.
Ability to relate.
What's that word, you know? You've got a picture that shows you stages of someone growing up. You have an actual word for the picture itself.
Evolution.
It's like that, but it's not as, it gives a sort of, it's more goes into an innocence, it's like an innocence, I can't remember the word of it, the actual bit, you know.
Okay, it's fine. I think the
Shows
words.
you more, anyway.
It's fine. Let's do this way. We just have to try to be as quiet and not chatting as possible. There's a lot of power in the silence of just doing it as it feels. So now, Pauline is getting up off her chair, and she's collecting all the things. And say thank you to the people, I suppose, as well. Look at them. Yeah. And put it in the box.
I know, sorry.
So who's next? Oh, I should give you one as well. Oh, shouldn't I? I give you one. Oh, I forgot that. I should do. I think it's in truthfulness. Truthfulness. If you leave it to the bone, you will be happy.
Your destructive powers.
So Leo, so now it's all about Leo. Think about what is the quality of Leo, which if he lives it to his best ability at this given time in his life, which will help him the most, according to how you see him, to be the wonderful person he is anywhere and can be.
Do I choose or something?
Now let the night person be quiet. So, who would you like to start? Ready for you.
I put responsible, because if it was given, it is.
Just responsible.
Oh, right, okay.
Just one. Just one word, and that's it. It's really important to tell you afterwards why. What is it?
Strong.
And look at you when you talk.
Passionate.
Communication.
Confidence.
Maturity. It's very lovely. Okay. And I think that's how we what we see in you, and you can go and get it out of your box, and everyone gives it to you.
Thank you. I was expecting this. What's up your head today?
Sexual.
Yeah, that's what I was expecting, something like that.
So the next person can take a seat in the circle.
Oh, thank you.
So now it's all about Janet. And I'd like you to be very quiet and just really focus on Janet and think what is the quality you have observed in Janet, which really, if she lives it to the perfection, it will make her life even better than it is now. Who's Janet? Who do you like to start, Janet?
You are a smiler. I put down your strong will.
Patient.
Passion.
Determined.
Great faith.
Passionate.
You have a lot of true courage. So now you're invited to go around and keep your faith. Thank you. Thank you. Very much. Next.
What's he sitting there hot seat?
So now it's all about our attention and focus goes on Mark alone. So it's about, according to your perception, your ideas, what is the one quality he has. If he just starts living them to its absolute perfection, it will make a huge difference to his life, which is already very successful.
Thought Jim's had fallen asleep.
Just keep within that it's just really nice and just not try to be silent and quiet. Okay, who would you like to start?
So,
Sarah.
He's a gentleman.
Yeah.
Look at,
Caring?
yeah, he's a caring person. According to parenting.
No, just one quality. So it's caringness. Okay?
Demonstrates great humility.
It's the same. I have to say the same. Yeah, I have to say the same. Like it's your humility and your strengths in one. So I think it's your greatness.
I'll put this courage.
Committed. Committed. Gentle nature. Gentle.
I put raw natural describer, so I don't know how to articulate it. It's kind of in that, you just there's no fanciness, what you say, it's so raw and so kind of
Truthful, right?
truthful, yeah.
Truthfulness, okay? You like
But
truthfulness.
it's more like
Authenticity.
something kind of fresh.
Yeah.
It's like new, it's like a newborn kind of.
Innocent.
Yeah.
Okay.
some
Okay, so now, I know it's not always easy to find the word, but keep within that. So now you're invited to get up with your box and collect all of them.
go. Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Who is next? Thank you.
It's going to be a girl. Girl, boy, girl,
No, just try not to do that if it's possible, really. now it's all about Marie. We have time with Marie, so it's about what we think is are the qualities. If she can really focus on those things she has, it create lots of happiness for her and lots of fulfillment and zeal and enthusiasm in her life. So which one would you like to start?
Mine's determination and strength.
Self-driven.
Respect and passion.
Inspiration. Analytical thinker.
What did you find?
Enthusiasm.
Enthusiasm.
Well, so, yeah,
It's fine. And I found there's lots of gentleness and love in you. Okay, so you just can go around and open your box and get all your treasures. So now it's all about James. James had some no longer, some just met him this week. So it's about all the things we perceive, which the strengths he got. If he would use them, the one strengths you figured out would bring him lots of benefits to his life. Makes lots of his dreams come true and yeah, let him shine as more even than he shines already. So which one would you like to start, James?
I'd like Mark to start.
I put self-understanding.
I've got amazing confidence.
I put genuinity and authenticity.
I've got fantastic powers of descriptive communication.
I've got lovely, brave, anxiety. I've got knowledgeable and intelligent, which contributes to things.
I put sense of humour and artwork.
Wow, okay. So James, I think we can go for collection. So now it's all about our own focus on the getting over Sarah. It's about her, what we can feel. If she uses the quality, one of those many qualities she got, in the most focused way, what her life would it really change her life in a positive way, in more positive than it is already. That is the one quality you have observed, which makes her very special. How would you like to start?
I've got a very pure innocence and a desire to know.
You should talk to her for
A
it.
very pure innocence and a desire to know.
So look at her when you speak to her.
And put kindness, placidness, and moment to make people feel better.
I have had beautiful inside love. Enthusiastic and open.
I also put living.
I thought, heart.
And I got, you're very perceptive and you're ever learning.
Like that.
So you just go and get with your box all your treasures.
Mistakes. Oh, sorry. Sorry. Thank you. Thanks.
So now our whole focus and attention goes to Adam. And what, for all the qualities he got, what is the quality you have observed, if you would live it to the utmost, to the perfection of his own ability, is his real true speciality, the real treasure in his got? So, with whom would you like to start, Adam?
I see Adam as being very perceptive and very calm-natured. Oh, sorry. Carried away.
Sarah, you like to continue? I think. Oh, sorry. You stop. You're ready, okay.
I've put exceptional ability.
Look at
I've
each
got
other.
exceptional ability.
Gentleness and humility.
Okay.
Self-focused.
Okay. I have is so articulate and perceptive.
And put sensitive. He seems to be a very sensitive person and calmness.
More focused and kind.
And
I've got gentle.
So I think you can go with the treasure box around, like the treasures. So, oh. Yes. Okay. Yes, okay. You want to do that? Do that. I have no box, so I do box for you.
Different times of association, you know, and not all those goes to that grace, and I make sure I'm not there. If I'm not cool,
Is anyone
W-A-L-T or A-U-T? Or just W, it's okay. W-A-L-T or A-U-T. It's all about me now. And think about the quality which will help me to be the best I can be. From the qualities I have. Okay. Mrs. Sarah, you look like ready.
You're inspirational and committed.
That you're confident in the news. So you have the ability to read it. Inspirational as well.
I've put raw passion and spirit.
Okay.
I've put challenging, challenge yourself and others.
I love you.
empowering?
I've got special and inspirational. That's the gift.
I put committed, independent, and I strive to achieve.
Thank you so much. This is very nice. This is my imaginative treasure box. Thank you. Thank you. This nicely. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Lovely.
So now, before we have our evaluation, go where you have hidden your little sheet of paper about your story. Dig it out. You know, you have your little qualities. I think you were hiding them somewhere.
I did put one.
Are we coming back here?
Just see, we come back here, just get this piece of paper.
I just want to say that took me a while to find.
I did it.
Yeah.
So, and if you look at this now, did people in one shape and form discover those qualities you have noticed about yourself in your powerful story?
What was that question?
You remember when you had this powerful story of yourself? You were writing down 3 qualities you figured out you have lived. Did other people see this as well in some shape and form in you? Did they? Didn't they? Oh no, how comes?
Well, I related. It's just that one kind of story. What kind of?
Yeah.
Yeah, well, yeah. The two of the qualities.
They're found in you, isn't it?
No, the two of the qualities you wouldn't know unless you heard the story.
No, but the qualities you have shown,
Yeah.
is it something people, maybe that they don't use the same words? Can they see that in you in essence?
Yeah.
That's what I mean.
Yeah, I think so. Mine,
It's not that they use maybe your words, but in essence, you know, is it what they see in you?
Everything I put came up.
Isn't it interesting? How comes? How comes?
You're living it. You are.
So what did I ask you before we sat here? Did you not remember your story before you start sitting here?
Yeah.
I made you recall your strengths. The story was still in your head, right?
Yes.
Isn't it interesting that it shines through your eyes, through your ability? Because this is what you call a positive affirmation. You start thinking about yourself in a powerful way. And of course you live it every day. So that's the proof in the pudding. If you would have said this to anyone, you would not believe what people said, wouldn't it? Because it's too nice to be true. That you have all these wonderful qualities, isn't it? But you are. I want you to understand that because you have written it by yourself, because you recall yourself in a very challenging situation, that's you. And others can pick it up when you start to live in the consciousness of your strengths, and you recall being like that. It's visible almost. This is why we call it the visible me, because it shines through. It's something which becomes very authentic. And I've done this so many times. Actually, mine changed a lot because I changed. I challenged myself. You're right. I changed over the years. So what people say about me now is not the same what they said about me 5 years ago. Because I changed.
It was in my head when I thought it.
Isn't it interesting? Yeah, you're very spiritual anyway. So it changes because I changed. I allowed other things to be visible because I had changed other parts of my nature to be seen. Yeah? Before I was a worker, a hard worker, so people would always say I'm determined, for example. Yes, that's what I was. But now it changed. It becomes much more emotional, it becomes much more the other aspect of me. But I live it now, so it's becoming visible. So this is very important because I want you to trust it. Because you need to trust your strengths. So out of this you can make affirmations. Remind yourself that this is who you are at your best. And I invite you for the final thing now, before we start doing our evaluation on the break. I always say there's a point where we have to stand up for ourselves and say, when I'm at my best, I am like that. Because I have to remember inside of me that this is actually my strengths. And on my strengths I can build the mountains, right? And my strengths equally is my weakness. I'm, for example, very inspirational. I noticed that by now. I can inspire people to such a point without knowing it, that they would give up everything just to be part of it. Yeah? And I have to say, stop guys, use your brains. You can't leave and go and everything because you want to be part. We have to do it in a mature, organized manner. Otherwise it's dangerous for every one of us. So I had to learn not to go high wire with my ability to inspire. I have to be mature with it. Does it make sense? Otherwise my power to inspire can be dangerous. Does it make sense? So Leo knows I'm always saying calm, slowly, step by step, until we have the funds, because we have so many inspired people in the north. Yeah? And maybe they put something off-putting sometimes.
It's kind of like to take the inspiration and look at it over a long span rather than just the moment of inspiration.
It's one of my biggest, I noticed this over, when many said this now, it's one of my biggest qualities. Because I'm genuine, I mean it, and I go for it, I work my part for it. But everyone, when you inspire other people, you have to say, but you have to live out your own truths. You have to work out, be responsible with the actions you want to do. Just not go for it straight. Just let us work it out together. So I had to learn to articulate this because I would do it automatically, but not everyone around me. Because I'm used to live a bit of a wild life. So it's my strengths, could be also my damage and my weakness. Does it make sense? So if you look at your strengths, what people say, your love, your caring, your straightforwardness, if you don't live it balanced, it's no good for no one. He's very perceptive, but if he doesn't share this perception with no one, it's not helping me. Yeah, as working with him. He's super perceptive.
I must admit, when we did that little thing, I was one of the most time maybe kind of go, you know, because he's so quiet. It was just like surprise.
Oh yeah.
I know everything about you, surprise.
Surprise! You see what I say? So it's everything you have on your list. If you analyze it now, so you don't need to. It could be. It's actually your weakness, so you don't have to think about your weaknesses. No, did you notice? Just live your strengths to the best ability, as responsible, as wonderful as you can. So you get off this hook that you have all these weaknesses. Like someone that perceptive should share his perceptions, wouldn't it be a good idea? Though then it's all good. So he doesn't have to become loud, he just has to share his perception. That's all it is. And I should be inspiring, but I have to be inspiring and at the same time I said, okay, Legions, we're not running right now, we're doing it planful. Yeah? But on the other hand, it's good. Does it make sense? So the beauty about this is that I have done this with young people. They started believing it because they have their own story they can relate to. They have their own, they know they have lived it. So it's not something anyone is saying just to please them. Does it make sense? Yeah. It's not about pleasing, it's about speaking the truth. And if you don't know what your strength is, you will never succeed. Yeah? It's our gift. This is our treasure. This is our true treasure. They can take everything away from us, but they can never take this away from us. The refugees, you know why they smiled? I developed this process predominantly with refugees. They have taken any physical thing away from them you could take away from them. From house, to money, to education, to husband, to wife, to brother, to sister, to everyone. But what no one could ever take away from them was what? Their personality, their courage, their love, their peace, their ability to see the future. And I said, you're the richest people. And this is how we developed the dignity. And when we said, then I said, you have everything. These other things is replaceable. But tomorrow war can be, and we can be out there, or something happens to us, and they can take everything away from us. But what you have in your box can never, ever be taken away. And until my last day, I will probably be someone which will inspire people to do something different. Whether I have £5 in my pocket or £100 in my pocket, it will not make no difference. Because that will be my ability. And this is why it is such a treasure store. I'm very passionate about it, if you noticed. And I wish every child knows this. They come to school and learn about that. They have a treasure box. And they start living their strengths. And knowing if I live my strengths to perfection, I have my weaknesses a little only. I mean, you're so creative, James. If you live your creativity in a most meaningful way, you're a gift to the world because you can engage people, you really can. And you're so honest anyway, which is very endearing. Yeah, but if you live it, there's so much, and you have lived it, I know you have lived it in the past, but you have to trust it, that this is your gift. And finally, from my own experience over the years, I had this learning difficulty, as you know, which some of you believe or not believe. And I used to spend a lot of my life about fixing my learning difficulty, right? But actually, reading and writing is a skill, but it's not my personality, right? And I did not appreciate, actually, until not so long time ago, my spirit, my enthusiasm, my love, my care, because no one told me that is really important. But if you look at the Embrace, it's all about that, isn't it? What is it about? It's not about skills, it's about communities. It's about belonging together, no one will be excluded. Everyone will be part of it, for everyone has a place. It's about love. Not in the traditional way, but it's all about love, isn't it? And appreciation. But I was told my academic skills are more important than my personality. So I'm cherishing now my own personality, and it's okay that I can read and write. I give it the right space in my existence. So I encourage, obviously, everyone with dyslexia to read and write, because it helps in our jobs. But it's not the thing we should cherish the most about ourselves to overcome that. And it's a release, actually. It's a release for the soul, not to think what is wrong. Okay, I think I said enough. That's as explanation. The other thing I said, it needs to be quiet, because in silence there's lots of power, and people start thinking and tapping into their energy. I did ask you not to chat with each other when they share the stories, because most people are never allowed to finish a story without being interrupted or commented on. There's a beauty to hear the beauty of someone else. So it's encouraging active listening. Yeah? And hearing someone out. And I saw him talking a lot then. Because people who are quiet tend not to speak if you interrupt them, if you noticed. And yeah, so it's for you now. The floor is open for a little feedback about the session, and then we have a break and we do the project evaluation. How was it for you, the session of the treasure store?
We've been together 5 days now, you know, everyone's company, you know, obviously you have time to recollect and think of things, you know, so, you know.
I think the exercise is really good. You get to know more people, about you, how they feel about you, and you know yourself as well, so to develop those qualities more and use them effectively.
Yeah, I think it was a good exercise. It gives you an insight into what people think, not think, but what qualities you may yourself not feel that you have, but through what everyone's saying, you're kind of happy, like surprised that they would feel that you have those qualities.
You know, I think it's an empowering process. I think it's just as empowering watching everyone else grow in stature around you as it is for you feeling that good yourself when you get told it. So it's just a good energy.
It's nice to be able to tell someone what you know how good they are. Just there's not many opportunities to do that.
It was really very powerful for me on a number of levels. I remember when I got to James, I just said to him, I just love you, and I don't know, I can't find three things, but it's all in that. It's all in that.
I don't blame you.
He said to me, that's because you search for the good things to love, and I just thought that was really powerful. Sometimes we're not searching hard enough to find the good in somebody. I felt like his response was really powerful. And I was just really amazed at the power of the subconscious, because we're obviously experiencing each other every day, but not registering that this person's really professional, this person's really this, that. But when we stop to connect with the subconscious, then we realise that actually we've been affecting each other all week, we've been having an impact on each other all week. And, yeah, it was really powerful. And it's the power of the human experience, it's the commonality of the human experience.
Right. I can hear you.
Oh, okay.
No, I mean, I don't, that was just a horrible thing that everyone would think about it, isn't it? You know? I suppose when you meet new people, you're always going to think to yourself, you know, I like that person, no, I like that person, but, you know, actually know that person, so you get to know, you're talking to them have conversations, so like, you know, it becomes more informal.
Because when we first came, we didn't know each other, so I assume everyone had their perceived ideas of everyone. Maybe because someone doesn't need to speak. Some people will look at you and have already made their judgment already with the person. But as days go on and we're all together, you kind of find out who the person really is, and all the ideas, positive or negative, you had about them is out. You know. Yeah.
Exercises were not easy. It's very difficult to. It's easy to speak about other people. It's quite difficult to address yourself and also to receive information about yourself. And I actually found it very uncomfortable. I didn't know where I was supposed to look, how I was supposed to how I was supposed to respond. Do I smile? Is it egotistical to smile? Is it, do you know, you start realizing and it was really uncomfortable. Even though it was nice to hear people say nice things, it was really, and it made me feel really a little bit emotional at points. Like, I don't know, like a different level of connection and kind of stopping yourself welling up at points. Like, you know, so you swallowing. Yeah, it's a little bit strange.
I personally found it though it was hard to say those things.
Well, it was quite fun. I thought it was very easy instead of being that. It was.
I think you kind of go back to kind of like maybe says more about me, but you've been brought up in this kind of really open.
Yeah.
And I don't think I've been brought up in an environment where it's just no one ever said anything positive about anyone. Very negative. The guy I'm best man for.
Yeah.
I used to go around to their house every night because I couldn't take attention in my own house. And I've been brought up kind of. I don't think my mum's ever said anything nice about me. So I kind of developed that. I think nice things, but I don't have to say.
Yeah, that's
It wasn't encouraged in my household.
It's interesting what James says, because it's a practice. And some of us maybe had more practice, and some of us had less practice. But this exercise makes us all equal, because none of us had enough practice. So, and it is a practice. So to practice it actually. So it's a bit of an encouragement. Now practice it. Go back and practice it. And know, despite probably what you feel, I had to practice to say nice things and to be expressive, loving to other people, because I probably wasn't a harsh environment, but a non-expressive environment in which I'm brought up. So, and God knows, having the occupation I have and all these young people around me, I was being told by them to learn to be expressive because they felt I'm a little cold. So I know out of myself that I had to practice it actually. I made it an effort. I wrote a list, so when you do this, the person will give him or her a hug. Can you imagine? So I had to practice it. And now, of course, things are changing since I'm practicing it, and I met the most hugging family ever in the north. So got a lot of practice with them, especially with the ladyships. But I have a role to play where I should be expressive, but probably I have to play the role because I have a lack of expression. It's good that I challenge myself, so let me be expressive. That helps others to do the same. It's not natural to me, that's what I want to say. It's not something which came easy to me. So I really have to concentrate myself, and it's getting good now, but I had to practice it with every single person in my life. And God knows how many people I have in my life. So what is you, young man?